怎么都没有看见他们呢？哎，我怎么知道呢？孩子不是你的吗？不是应该你才知道吗？亲爱的朋友，我相信这段对话很多人都是非常熟悉的，而且这就是很可爱的木偶哈。我相信每个孩子呢都非常的喜欢听故事，他们也很喜欢玩偶，而每个故事里面呢都有一个男主角，也有一个女主角。不是每一个人呢都可以当男主角、女主角，不是每一个人都有机会可以上电视成为最佳男主角、最佳女主角。但是你知道吗？每一个做父母的，在他的家庭里面呢，都是最佳的男主角，也都是最佳的女主角。对别人来讲，可能我们不是那么重要，但是对我们自己的孩子来讲，我们父母是扮演着一个非常重要的一个角色。但是我们可能是知道说我们很重要，也觉得说我们想把我们的角色扮演好，但是很多的时候，因为我们没有经验，我们也不知道说如何来扮演我们的角色。圣经里面告诉我们说呢，儿女是耶和华所赐的产业，所怀的胎是他所给的赏赐。他少年时所生的儿女呢，好像呢勇士手中的剑一样。你知道吗？儿女啊，对我们来讲是非常重要的。神说呢，那不是一个咒诅，神说他是给我们产业耶，是给我们赏赐，是非常宝贵的。每一个人都喜欢有产业，每个人都喜欢有赏赐，但是有了这些之后，你知道如何来管理它吗？做父母的，你在你孩子当中呢，你扮演一个非常重要的一个角色。但是我们要问我们自己一个问题哈，到底教养孩子呢，是谁的责任呢？是父亲的责任呢，还是母亲的责任？我相信有的人会觉得说呢，教养孩子呢是父亲比较重要，父亲比母亲重要的多。怎么说呢？哎呀，母亲呢管家里的事情就已经忙不完了，你看又要打扫，又要煮饭，又要这个照顾孩子他的起居哈，他一切的事情都要母亲管理。父亲反正他没有什么事嘛，父亲应该负起教养孩子的一个责任。有人说不是啊。哎呀，应该是怎么样子？应该是母亲负起责任。父亲在外面很辛苦的打拼啊，你不知道，光是他要赚钱回家就不容易了，应该是母亲的一个责任。那有人更糟糕，就觉得说也不是我的责任，不是父亲的，也不是母亲的，那到底谁要负责任呢？而正确的答案应该是呢，是父亲的责任，也是母亲的责任。一个做父亲跟做母亲，他在教养孩童上面都扮演着极重要的角色。我们今天非常高兴能邀请到葛福伟葛博士和他的妻子 Judy 来到我们节目当中，他要来跟我们分享这个做父母的角色。
Welcome to Family Forum. I'm Dr. Larry Kefauver.
Hi, I'm Judy Kefauver. Welcome to our living room.
And we want to welcome all of our guests.
Yes. All of you.
For this program, we're going to be talking about the role of a mother,
A mother.
a role of a father
Mama.
in parenting and in a family. You know, both of us have an important role to play. A family is made by God to have a father and a mother. That's God's plan. It takes both of us to raise the children and to help each other. Your talents and your gifts and your responsibilities are just as important as mine.
Oh, they're special.
They're absolutely special.
They are.
Why don't we talk about the role? Now, the role is responsibility. It's not like we're acting. It's not like we're playing a role. These are the real responsibilities we have, and they're unique. I cannot do certain things that only a mother can do, and a mother cannot do certain things that only a father can do. We can't replace each other. We need each other. We're a team.
Well, you're talking more about function than you are actual tasks.
Yeah, the function. So why don't you start off and tell us what, we have a puzzle here.
Yeah.
And this puzzle is filled with pieces, and each one of these is part of our responsibility, our role. And it adds to the whole picture of a family.
It'll demonstrate the whole idea of us being a team, because we're going to try to put this together.
And I can't take your puzzle pieces.
No.
They belong to you.
They belong to me.
And these are mine.
Yes, that's right.
And we're going to share
That's
in
correct.
building this puzzle together. So why don't you start?
Well, you know, a woman has a very special role. She's the one who gets to carry the baby, the fetus, the infant, all the way for 9 months. And she's the first one to feel the baby move and really buy into the reality that, hey, there's a baby coming. And so there's great anticipation, and her body changes, and everything she does affects that baby. What she eats, if she gets enough rest, her activities, her behaviors. So she's really the bearer of life.
And I can't carry the baby. I can help you during that period of time. I can support you, but you're the only one who can carry that baby. And you're only the one who can give birth to the baby.
That's true.
And that's so important. And then one of the roles of a father is to propel. The role of a father is to propel or push a child out. He keeps pushing a child out. Have you ever known the fathers just keep, go for it.
Yeah.
You can do this. I think you can do this. He's an encourager. He propels the children and keeps, pushing them away. The mother sort of keeps them in the nest.
Yeah, sometimes it causes conflict because mother doesn't necessarily want the children to be out there. She likes them close.
But you can't always protect the children. Sometimes they have to learn for themselves. And that's part of the role that we have. What's the next thing?
Well, we're going to talk about this. Moms, they begin learning how to share life because before you have children, you are self-centered by nature. But the mom discovers she's the one who gets to lose a lot of sleep, from sometimes during the pregnancy and then when the baby's brand new, and she's learning already that it's other-centered. It's not about her anymore, that she's in control of the well-being of the child. So she is the one who shares life and understands that. And we'll put that in here, hopefully. See if I can do this.
Right there, yeah.
Okay.
The next piece to the puzzle. Another role that the father has is to provide. He provides a home. He very often is the one who is the main person who works and provides an income for the family. Not necessarily, but most of the time, the family looks to him to be a provider. And so that's part of his responsibility.
Yeah, I like the word responsibility even more than the provider because it's an act of responsibility that he wants to provide.
Yeah,
it's in his heart.
It's one of his responsibilities.
Yes.
Well, let's take a moment. Let's talk to our audience for a moment. Janice, let me ask you. You're single, you're going to be a mother.
Yeah.
You've had a mother, obviously.
Right.
So what is one of the roles that you expect to fulfill as a mother in the future?
I would take good care of my children, and I will interact with them and make sure that they grow up well and healthy, happy.
That's great. That's great. Jin-Yun, what about you?
I think a good mother should have a gentle heart, and loving their children.
Yeah, if the mother is gentle, then the father can be more assertive, pushing. That's good. Stephen, what about a father?
I think a father's responsibility is to help his children, help his wife, help all his family, and sometimes maybe set a sample his children may follow.
A lot of times, fathers think that because the mother very often nurtures the children, that he doesn't really have to help out. But that's so important to a wife and to a mother, that you're there to help and to be supportive. Another role.
We both share this, but I think mothers really, this is something that we have very little trouble, is extending unconditional love. That our children make mistakes, but we don't see them as mountains. We see them as just little forgivable things because we just love them unconditionally. They're part of our heart, and we will do anything to see them succeed. So I would say unconditional love. Very important piece.
Oh, that's a good one there.
That's a good piece.
Unconditional love. And of course, the father has unconditional love too, but I think it really starts with it. You talk about the love of a mother at that point. Here's an interesting one for fathers. This is vision. Vision is to talk about the child's destiny, to talk about the child's future. Very often, the father is communicating career. What are you going to do? What are you going to be? What are you going to work at? What kind of talents are you going to use to achieve? And encouraging the children with a vision for their future. So they look ahead with their future.
That's true. Fathers are so often looking way ahead, where mom's just thinking about today, this week, this month, this year. But that's true. Fathers are visionary.
I remember our son, when he had his son, our grandson. I mean, this is a baby, and he gets him a soccer ball. a football, you know, and starts, he starts throwing around, but the child, it can't even move yet.